preparing Zoom. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm redirected to Async API YouTube channel.
All right. Let me also double check from my end. All right, cool. We are live streaming actually.
Okay.
Perfect. Hi everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Async API Community Working Group. Today I have Prince. I'm not alone, so we're gonna wait for 2 more minutes to see if there's anybody who is joining. Aside from that, maybe let me drop a message on Slack to remind people that we are live. Prince, do you mind making me co-host at least?
Mhm. Sure. Done.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm still typing on the keyboard that is not. Right. I'm gonna share my screen. Which one is this one? Do you mind if you give me a thumbs up if you can see like the agenda?
Yes, it is visible now.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, it's 5 past. I guess we can get started. Hi again. Welcome back to the Async API Community Working Group. We usually have this meeting every 2 weeks. So the purpose of the meeting is to give community updates and some community builders give updates on some of the projects that they are working on. My name is Tuli, and yeah, I'll be leading the meeting today. And I've got Prince. Hi, Prince. Do you mind introducing yourself?
Actually. Mm, uh, yeah, I'm Prince and the maintainer of studio. So I've not prepared my intro, so it should be enough now.
No worries. All right, cool. So today we have a few items on the agenda. So the first one is the conference updates from the conference working group, then community updates, and yeah. So I guess we can get started. Those who will join late will catch us on the way actually. So first things first, conference update in the US. So we finished our first conference of the year, as part of Developer Week. And the conference was amazing. It was our first time in the US, and I don't have any bad comments. Everything was well. We had the booth as well, and most of the speakers were also volunteers at the booth. So shout out to all the speakers. Thank you so much for taking time to be at the booth and also speaking. And yes, it was an amazing time, and it was great actually to be part of Developer Week this year. So hopefully we'll also be heading to API World. So something that I will be speaking about next, which is the venues for 2026. Earlier today I dropped a comment of the final venues that we have. So this year, we'll be heading to Amsterdam in June. So we have 4 speaking slots as part of API days. So we'll be heading to Amsterdam in June. Then I'm still yet to send an email to the folks from Developer Week / API World to see how many slots we'll get and if there are any requirements as well. So I'll be following up on that. And Paris will have 7 speaking slots. And yeah, they will be on day 2 after lunch. So yeah, but definitely we'll be heading to Paris. And lastly, London, sorry. We'll have 7 slots. And lastly, we'll be in Paris in December. So this year, decided to just take a few slots. For the conferences, unlike last year where we had 6. Of course, we have the online conferences as well, so that is adding up to 5. But we will be focusing more on the meetups. So we are introducing a section. Of course, it might be mini conferences. It's still part of their single API conference, but it will be more on a smaller scale. So we are introducing meetups, and currently, ACE is currently working on a pull request, which I really loved, like the implementation. I don't know if I can find where the link is so I can quickly share with you like what is currently there. Um, so this is a deploy preview and an update, and so a few more things needs to be added. So we will be adding meetups. So if you are in Bangalore, if you're in the US or places where we are not coming for the full conference, but you have the capacity to host a meetup, please feel free to let me know. I'll be very much happy to discuss and also give you the guidelines on what to do. But so far, these are going to be our 5 official conference venues, organized by me as part of the conference working group. And then later on, we will be adding meetups that will be organized individually by members of the working group as well. I don't know if there's anybody who has any questions. So I did open a pull request, an issue as well, if anybody would love to work on it, to add these venues on the website, please
Actually, I
feel
have a
free.
question.
Uh-huh.
We have included India, I guess, in the last comment that you have added. We have
Mm-hmm.
removed it now in moment.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So with India, yes, we might be there or we might not be there. But if you want to host a meetup, like I mentioned, please let us know. I haven't
Mhm,
reached out to the partner, so I still need to
mhm.
do that. Um, to see if we can be there. If not, we still have the option of either Prince hosting a meetup in Bangalore or in Mumbai
Mm.
or someplace else. So
Mhm.
that's
Yes,
another
I can do
option that we
that.
have.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
So, like I said, I'm choosing these venues because of my capacity, the ones that I can lead and run. But also, if somebody from the venues that I didn't mention here, and if you know that there are people there and would love to host a meetup, you have a venue. It might be your university, maybe there's space in your university, or there's an office. Maybe your office might want to host just a 3-hour meetup. Still, we are very much open to it. So, like I said, these are ones that I'm going to personally lead, but it's still open. We're still open to more venues, which will be part of the meetup. So it's not limited to these ones, but everybody's welcome to pitch in. So yeah,
mhm.
this is where we are at with the final venues for 2026. But then, like I said, we'll be adding meetups. So more venues will come up, more places will come up as people come and share where they want to host meetups. So it gives us also the liberty to work as a community in planning the events because it's a lot of work actually. So it's part of the initiative like to continue to grow and be in places where we might not normally be. So yeah, that is the plan for this year. All right. Aside from that, I've already shared the update on the meetup section. I'm still gonna follow up with Tenzin to see how the registration page is going. Aside from that, I've also opened, if you were there in the past meeting, I opened an issue that is open up for discussion, whereby we will host our own CFP. So we are not creating a new project or building something new. No, we have platforms that actually are open source, but the only thing that will be required for us is to just create a fork and create a platform where we are gonna host the CFP. So if you have any thoughts on how to do this, it's still in discussion mode, not in contribution mode as yet. So if there are any thoughts on what you think we should do, are there other better alternatives than the ones that I researched here? Please feel free like to jump into the discussion and help us help us actually to take ownership for the content that we are putting out from the CFP and manage actually our own conference call for speakers. Of course, me being ambitious, I'm hoping that by April we have this platform ready for our next conferences. But for now, I know Amsterdam is close by, so CFP will be out in a week or 2 weeks time. Varad, I see your hand up.
Hey, Lule, I'm Panda. I'm Bharat. Basically, I contribute to Async API like from past 2 3 months, and I've been to Async API and exploring more.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was a thing that you called in like venue, you have to update it up. So, I would like to pick that issue and help you guys in that.
To update the venues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just drop a comment on the issue. I think it's somewhere here. Okay. Where is the message button? Yeah, just drop a comment and I will be sure to look into it.
Okay, sure. I'll
All
sharing
right.
you how I will be implementing it out and giving you a comment.
All right. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So these are some of the updates that I have conference-wise and meetups-wise. So once we have like the final work matched, then we can now start to spread the news in the community. Like we have the details ready, we have the link, and everything is implemented on the website. So, and please do spread the word while we are still having this work in progress. In case maybe, like I mentioned, you know in office that are interested in Async API, or your university might want to host a meetup at your university, please feel free to reach out. We would love to come to India, maybe in different places than Bangalore. I would love to come, maybe in
Right.
different places than Bangalore.
I'm also from Bangalore itself, so yeah, it will be great if you guys host something in Bangalore.
You maybe say,
Yes,
yeah,
we'll
like
plan
I
something.
mean, maybe we can do something outside Bangalore. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, I'm putting the word out there, and yeah, I don't know if there's anybody who has any questions so far in regards to the work, the conference working group perspective. No questions?
All good.
All good.
All
Okay.
good.
All right. Perfect. All right, then we can jump on to community updates. I don't know where Ace is. I'm sure you might have missed this. So we didn't get accepted for GSOC this year. So we are planning on what's next. So we are currently exploring the Linux Foundation. So I know Ace is doing research and reaching out to some of the folks who have actually participated at the Linux Foundation to see how best we can do it as a community. So those are some of the next steps. Aside from that, I know we once explored sometime earlier last year in passing, like if there are people who want to actually do maintainership outside the paid programs in case there are people who are interested. So it's something that's there is an option to do that. So but we'll hear from Ace, like maybe next meeting, he will share more on what he has done, he has found out and researched, and how we can move forward together with the maintainership working group. So that is one update from.
Mm, Not sure if Julia is audible.
I think some network issue is there. Network issue.
Mm, You are back. You are on mute.
Oh, my screen went blank, so I'm not sure where I left off and what happened.
Mm,
But yeah, I don't know where I was at. Where was I?
You're mentioning about Ace reaching out to Ace for an update.
Okay. All right. So yeah, next meeting, definitely Ace will give us an update on the whole maintainership program and also the maintainership working group. So code of conduct nomination is still going on. I know the discussion is still open. Maya is leading this one, so not much that I can touch on here. And bounty definition, as shared, an extensive detailed definition for the bounty program. I know that there are people who have been asking like bounty program, who qualifies and so forth. So Ash took time to rewrite like who the bounty program is for, who can participate, and what to do. So not much that I can add here. And newsletter for March is coming out this week on Thursday. So be on the lookout. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, so those are some of the community updates that I have. I don't know. Prince, do you have any other discussions that you might have that's or questions? We still have time.
No, nothing from my end.
Okay. I'm checking on YouTube if we have questions over that side. Nope.
Darshan, Bharat, do you have anything?
Not really.
Bring it up.
Okay. As I always say, it's not a crime to end the meeting early,
Mm,
so we can call it a day, a week,
mm,
and our next meeting will be on the 17th of March. So please make sure you join us. And tomorrow
mm.
we'll be having our first meeting for the website. You see, I said, do you have
Yes.
any questions or additions? Please, you should have said that tomorrow. We have tried our first try reaching for the website. But anyways,
Yes,
you
we have
can join
everything
us
set up
tomorrow.
this time.
Yeah, you slipped up. No worries. So join us tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. UTC. We'll have our first try meeting for the website. And aside from that, I think we can call it a day.
Mm.
I don't have any additions. But most of the details will be communicated in the community. Keep an eye out on the channels, conference working group channel, the community working group channel, or the announcements channel. So everything will be communicated there. But aside from that, I guess we can call it a day. Thank you so much, Prince, Dasha, and Bharat, for joining us today. And to everyone who might watch on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, and to everyone who watch the recording later on. From me, see you in 2 weeks' time, same place. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.